All right, here we go. We've got ourselves another fresh series coming at you, spawning down in the bottom right for Storm Gaming. It is MaxPax. Maximus Paximus. And his opponent spawning up at the top left for Mouse Sports. It is HeroMarine. Big Gabe. In the blue. These two have had themselves a pretty awesome rivalry for a while, but it does definitely feel like in recent history, it's been MaxPax who's been the taking the reins, taking the lead in this one. And we'll see if he can continue that fantastic setup, or if HeroMarine can fight back and reestablish the rivalry a little bit. MaxPax boosting the minerals. That's why I was kind of box selecting. I wanted to see if he was doing that. Thank you very much, Bane Supper, by the way, for the 2-1 resub at 9 months. Sub-bus, sub-bus, sub-bus. We will see a Zealot starting on up here from MaxPax. He does like to be a little bit aggressive with this. HeroMarine not having the command center denied, I think, at all. I think it was pretty much right when he wanted to build it. So that's pretty good. MaxPax is known to delay these command centers with a Probe Scout, sometimes by 4, 5, 6, even as high as 8 seconds. We are going to see Marine Reactor. If there's no bunker, well, this can get nasty real quick. Adept is going to be coming across the map as well. So far, oh, where does the SCV reposition to? Oh, no micro on the SCV is going to lose it. That is going to make this already a nasty situation. Command center is very far away from completing. MaxPax, he is going to be able to deny this command center for a very long time. The lack of a bunker hurting a lot. Ooh, Marine making sure that the units can get into the main. Oh, no. This is going to be so much damage. Another SCV did fall. Marine going down as well. Already a ton of damage. SCV is going to have to be pulled. Adept able to shade its way out. And joins up with the second Adept. We will see the first Adept falling, but his command center is going to be delayed even more. Can he get this last SCV? Yes, he can. And MaxPax should be able to shade out with the next Adept. Very successful attack from MaxPax. He is still delayed this command center. In a perfect world, it would have finished... what? About 50 seconds earlier than it actually did. 45 to 50 seconds earlier. Oh, man, oh, man. Not to mention the fact that he lost 3 SCVs and a fair bit of mining time. And now we've got a DT drop coming in behind this. MaxPax has already put on a ton of hurt onto his opponent. The only thing, he doesn't have much at home to defend against this. There is an Adept and a Stalker, and HeroMarine does have some potential to get a fair bit of counter damage done. He's sending a medevac across the map. Oh, 2 Hellions. Will get spotted. Oh, nice positioning here for MaxPax, getting the Adept into the bushes. Will be able to get the kill on one of those Hellions. MaxPax will be forced to warp in Stalkers. His DT Shrine is not yet done. He doesn't want to reveal that, of course. 4 Stalkers can one-shot a Marine, but if their shots aren't synced, which they're not really, the healing can kick in. HeroMarine trying to target down this 1 Stalker that gets into the main, but it will get gunned down. And now HeroMarine able to scout the Dark Shrine. MaxPax is able to get the 3rd Nexus started up. Raven is about to pop out. This little counterattack from HeroMarine is getting a fair amount of success. Ooh, but he actually, it looks like he F2'd it back there as he's trying to deal with the DTs. 1 DT does get cleaned up. Second one will be able to grab... Oh, well, it actually got 1 SCV, but the other one's dodged the swipes. Not sure what MaxPax was hoping to do right there. There was no stim he could have forced out. Nothing really beneficial he could have done. But we will see. Oh, it's not going to be an Archon Morph. It will be a DT drop back into the main. Against just a tank, he maybe could have gone for the fight, but there is potential an auto turret drop, so he decides not to go for it. We will see the 4 Marine drop rotating back into the natural of MaxPax. MaxPax does rotate his own Stalkers over. He kind of goes in between the bases. Will respond rather quickly, but HeroMarine still is going to be able to find a couple of workers. Nice positioning on the medevac, getting out of the range of the Stalkers, but... Well, no buts, actually. That was good for HeroMarine. Able to find 4 more probes. We do have the DT drop. It has turned into an Archon drop now. And MaxPax is going hunting. Ooh, these SCVs have got to be careful. They do take a lot of damage from these Archons, and it will take a lot of splash damage potentially. But so far, only 2 kills. There's still a lot of shields on those Archons. But Marines kind of have this cornered. However, the War Prism will be able to escape out. And that means he will be able to drop in on top of these Marines once again. And shieldless, stimless Marines, they can get absolutely wrecked by Archons. MaxPax went for charge, though, not blink. And he's actually got charge done. He's only on 3 gates, but he's going to maybe go for it here. That would be really bold. This is a good position on this tank. Big tank shots right there on the highly clustered army. Guardian Shield going to get popped. Quite helpful. And the 2 siege tanks do get taken down. MaxPax just looking to trade, it looks like. And the Archons will be able to survive a lot of damage thanks to the Guardian Shield. And with no stim, I think the Sentry might just actually walk home. Oh, Widowmine getting baited out and dodged, and he will get the kill. Nice job from MaxPax. Recall coming on in. Is he going to drop the Archons out and charge their shields back up, or what's it going to be? We do have a triple drop coming in on the bottom side, but it's only 2 medevacs worth of bio. Stim and +1 going to complete. Combat shields a little bit further away. But HeroMarine is looking to get some value here. Stalkers are kind of in position. Oh, can he target down the medevac? No. Not enough DPS. And with the recall already used, he will ferry the units into the main base. But HeroMarine is going to be able to find some value. Takes down one of the Archons. And with one of the Archons going down, he can't just drop back on top of this. Medevacs do need to be a little bit careful, as the Archon splash is going to hit anything underneath. Oh, Widowmine shots in the natural are gigantic. And HeroMarine finding some massive damage. And just like that, the supplies are now heavily in favor of HeroMarine. 18 probes going down. It wasn't that bad until the mines came into the natural. There are, of course, Colossus now on the field, but MaxPax is all of a sudden way down in supply. And it is even worker counts and a big army supply advantage for HeroMarine. He doesn't have interference matrices, but anti-armor missile auto turrets, they're going to be helpful here. Battery overcharge going to get popped. There is just the 1 Colossus. It doesn't have extended thermal lance. Still with the force fields and with battery overcharge, he does clear up a lot of these Marines. That was a very good fight for MaxPax. HeroMarine fighting through the shield battery overcharge, even without range on the Colossus. With some good positioning, good force fields. This goes a lot better for MaxPax than I expected. And HeroMarine, he kind of just lost a lot of his advantage. Great defense from MaxPax. HeroMarine is super dedicated. Yeah, he's on a 5-rack setup. No third command center, no additional SCV production. MaxPax does need extended thermal lance real bad. Zealots will get cleaned up here. Are there still... Okay, there's still 1 Raven alive. Where's the DT? Looks like he's going to send it across the map. Just warped in, trying to maybe deny the base. Oh, this is going to be a potentially nasty drop here. Oh, with the War Prism. Oh, War Prism spots it just a little bit ahead of time. And that is going to allow MaxPax to get back over here. 3rd Colossus is about to pop out. Charge is done. Widowmine. Oh, dodge on the Widowmine shot from MaxPax. Very nicely done. And all of a sudden, the supplies they're almost even. Only 3 probes went down. +2 armor was, or +2 attack was not denied. Oh my goodness, I can't believe what I'm seeing. HeroMarine had this game seemingly locked down. But MaxPax is just not dying. And now MaxPax is going to have +2 weapons. There's still no extended thermal lance. That War Prism, even though it only gave about 2 extra seconds of notice, was very big. Now HeroMarine, ooh, he will find this War Prism, but MaxPax able to turn it around just in time. That's actually a... Well, I mean, stims aren't the biggest of deals at this point. There's 8 medevacs on the field. I was going to say it's kind of a big stim, and it is. Could have been a lot worse. This game is a banger. We've got a second starport being built on 2 bases. HeroMarine is going to have to lift his main command center very soon. War Prism will end up getting taken down. Good job from Big Gabe. MaxPax going to rebuild that War Prism. He still doesn't have extended thermal lance, but he knows there's no 3rd CC just yet. And +2 weapons on those Colossus. I mean, they do pack a mighty punch. HeroMarine really cannot afford to use all of his production on just 2 bases right now. I'm surprised he hasn't lifted his main CC yet, but I guess there's still a fair amount of resources there. MaxPax trying to take a 4th base. I don't know that he can actually hold this. We do have a counterattack coming in from MaxPax on the top side. Anti-armor missile will connect. Nexus will get denied. We do have the Zealot counterattack. Since it was mostly Marauders being produced, Zealot's going to do pretty well, but with the landed Vikings, they will get cleaned up. Stalker's trying to blink back and kite against this. There are a lot of Marauders on the field. And not a whole lot to tank for this army for MaxPax. Zealots are going to come on in. They will get cleaned up, I think, in the natural eventually. But in the main, more Zealots drop in, and that's going to be a lot of dead SCVs. The army of HeroMarine is kind of scrambling a little bit. Stimming this way and that. 19 SCVs go down. MaxPax really just needs to hold now. This is a slow warp in pylon, but it will complete its warp in. Massive stim coming on in. There are a lot of Vikings here. Anti-armor missile is going to connect. One Colossus goes down very quickly. And I think HeroMarine just is going to break through with this timing, despite everything. Vikings are going to land here. Colossus will join up, which means the landed Vikings might actually have been a huge mistake. Oh, man. Colossus. Well, it's 2-1 versus 1-1, and that one Colossus might end up just being enough. Extended thermal lance still not being done is such a huge problem. But HeroMarine is so committed with this. I was just going to say DT warp-in would be amazing, but he actually warps in a Zealot. Disruptor's trying to join the fight as well. More Vikings show up, but they are going to get picked off by the Stalkers, all 3 of them. And I think MaxPax with the Miracle Colossus. Oh, he is going to lose it just before Extended Thermal Lance completes. Massively overstimmed Bio coming in on the reinforcements. There is a Disruptor in the back. HeroMarine, he just now sees it. Stalkers are trying to warp in. They are 2-1 Stalkers. Oh, man, this game is close. HeroMarine is running out of supply. Disruptor shot. Gets a single Marauder, but that might be enough. G gets called, and HeroMarine taps out. The ultra committed all-in will not get the job done. MaxPax takes game number 1. All right, here we go. Game number 2. Spawning down in the bottom right for Storm Gaming. It is MaxPax with a truly amazing hold there. And his opponent so close to getting it done, but not quite able to do it. It is Mousesport's HeroMarine in the blue. I really think if he hadn't lifted the... or landed the Vikings at the end, I think he might have done it there. He wasn't anticipating that extra Colossus popping out. But MaxPax, massive props. So well done. So well done by MaxPax there to make the hold. HeroMarine will be going for a double gas opener here. That was definitely a wah-wah-wee-wah game for sure. Remember that MaxPax got a lot of damage done with the early Zealot Adept. HeroMarine did get some equalizing damage, but it wasn't enough to fully equalize the game. That was just a really chaotic game overall. Which MaxPax is honestly, they're both really good in chaotic games. They are both really strong in these chaotic games, but I do think MaxPax has a little something special in these ones. There were some great War Prism micro throughout that too. Just a very impressive showing from both players. Reaper will come on out. Looks like MaxPax did cancel the Zealot this time. Did not elect to go for that. This is a really fast Adept, no? 218. That is a very quick Adept pop-out timing. Ooh, can he get the... Oh. Oh. HeroMarine will get deflected. MaxPax obviously not going to be able to get the kill here. HeroMarine will regenerate up HP. Oh, good maneuvering with the Reaper. MaxPax really wanting to zone this out of the main base. And obviously wants to keep that probe alive if he can, but HeroMarine not able to get the kill. Close, but not quite. MaxPax, meanwhile, crossing the map with the other Adept. Oh, there is a Widowmine here, and he's not expecting it. Boom! Gets the kill. Already a much better start for HeroMarine in this game number 2 than game 1. Game 1 was pretty much all MaxPax. Oh, the surround! Oh, that was so sick with the probes and the Adept Shade. Even though the Reaper got out, he still got the kill and did not lose a probe. Oh, that was slick out of MaxPax. And now we've got about the best case scenario for MaxPax here. It is a very quick armory from HeroMarine against a fast, not the fastest, but still a fast robo out of MaxPax. MaxPax is going to be going 3-gate blink. Now, obviously the first Widowmine drop still has a lot of potential. But the Observer, assuming MaxPax goes Observer first, should be out in time to deal with this. MaxPax will be able to grab an SCV on the other side of the map where HeroMarine's Marines were just not really in position. Yeah, if it's Observer first. Oh, it's War Prism first. That is worst case, actually, for MaxPax. He needs to cancel this as soon as he recognizes this is... Oh my god, he saw the red dot and he instantly recognized. Great stuff from MaxPax. And he actually blocks the entry into the main. So it's only one mineral line that is going to be blocked for the moment. But HeroMarine gets the juke. And this SimCity is not doing MaxPax any favors against these Widowmines. You have the Adept in the main base. It's actually got these units in a choke. So it's going to get as much damage as MaxPax just took on the other side of the map. 3 SCVs for 3 probes. MaxPax, that was an Adept that was basically an afterthought. HeroMarine, this was a dedicated 3 Widowmine armory drop. Them getting equivalent damage is a dream for the Protoss. Because MaxPax, this is just a standard build. HeroMarine, this was quite a dedicated build. Building that armory is not cheap early on. It's a big opportunity cost. Slows down your additional barracks. Slows down... Oh, it slows down everything. And obviously building 3 mines instead of the more normal 2 is not great either. We do have a siege tank in a good position here. MaxPax, he overstayed just a little bit right there on the Stalker. Is there a... Why was I thinking there was something harassing to the right side? Was there? No. Lost me marbles. Oh, Observer. Oh, he's trying to bait the scan, you know it. We are going to see a big blink into the main base. There is a second siege tank in the main that just popped out. Jump on that first... this is a very bold play for MaxPax. He will get both tanks. And he's going to warp in more Stalkers. With the War Prism Micro as good as it is, he's actually going to be able to get a lot done here, targeting down the Marines. Will lose a lot of Stalkers. And now with another tank getting to the main, this will get held. That was extremely expensive on both sides. Oh, is MaxPax going to continue to commit? I honestly wouldn't hate it if he did, especially with this Observer still here, so he knows where the tanks are. Yeah, he is going to continue to commit, builds another 3 Stalkers. If he can blink into the main and deny Stim... Oh, I mean... Okay, he's not going to go for it, but instead he will go for an SCV that was building a depot. If he'd gone for Stim, that would have been amazing for MaxPax. But HeroMarine able to keep that one tank alive, able to survive a very scary moment. SCVs in the main base are going to get chipped away. MaxPax bruising up a lot of them. So many still alive on red and orange HP. Not able to get the full cleanup. It will be charge and +1 for MaxPax. He can, of course, add a robotics bay at will. But it's going to be an immortal first. There we go. There's the robotics bay. MaxPax already on 58 probes. Very good economy. HeroMarine, though, is on a solid economy to do a lot of aggression off of 2 bases. Warp Prism. Oh, it's going to get recalled. We've got Stalkers. They are coming on back here. We are going to see... Oh, and weird interception on just one medevac. Will force a little bit of a stim and kind of breaks up the forward movement of HeroMarine's army. Very disjointed little skirmishing. There's a lot of Marauders here. Charge is not quite done, but it will be done momentarily. First 2 medevacs have been kind of delayed. One of them getting sent back home, the other one taking a fair bit of damage. +1 weapons will complete for MaxPax in a moment as well. In this case, okay, I was going to say I wouldn't hate if he didn't prioritize Colossus, but he realizes he does need splash damage. A Disruptor might be the play here, actually, with how much this army is already stimmed. And even just forcing a big extra stim is good. But 2 more medevacs are going to show up and going to kind of render that point moot anyways. And you got to be expecting that they will be built. MaxPax does get some nice pickoffs, keeps the Stalkers all alive. Widow Mines on the other side of the map. They're going to delay this push, or this counterattack, and will clean it up a little bit. MaxPax does force the units back, and he stays on his 3 bases. And this time, MaxPax does not forget Extended Thermal Lance. Ooh, another big stim coming on in. HeroMarine will not be able to do that indefinitely. Very nice force field. Going to trap a couple Marauders and let the Immortal go to town. Didn't pick up any kills, but did a lot of damage there. Siege Tank will get taken down. Oh, MaxPax almost losing the Colossus, but HeroMarine forced to pick up and get out. Ooh, and in fact, MaxPax is on the chase. There's a counterattack on the other side of the map where the missile turret not quite able to deny it that Warp Prism. Still, HeroMarine is, even though he's got a 3rd command center, he has not have it landed yet. It's not an orbital yet. And MaxPax is taking a 4th. If HeroMarine had lost these 2 medevacs, it might have just been GG. That was 8 Marauders worth of medevacs there. As it is, I still like MaxPax's position very much in this game. HeroMarine is landing the 3rd CC, muling it before the base even actually lands. Swiggity swag plays. Extended Thermal Lance will complete in a moment. That is a lot of Marauders to be pushing in here with Stalker Colossus, but HeroMarine is really pushed to the limit. Zealots in the main base. They're going to warp in. A ton of SCVs going down in the natural in the main. And MaxPax, as long as he doesn't lose his entire main army, is just starting to pick HeroMarine apart. Will lose the Immortal, will lose the Colossus, but as long as he even gets out with just these Stalkers alone, should be fine. And just like that, with all the harassment coming on in, 23 SCVs going down, MaxPax crushes through HeroMarine and takes the 2-0 in very impressive fashion. A real nail-biting series, especially that game number 1. Game 2, a little bit of an overpowering coming out of MaxPax, but very entertaining nonetheless. If you enjoyed that one, make sure to hit that like and subscribe. Check out the rest of my videos. We'll catch you on the flip side.